I'd like to review another integration that we have, partner, that really opens up and expands a lot of options. And I'm just going to walk you through how that integration works. Basically here we're at the point of sale in the GemCar. From the main menu, it's the top button that launches the point of sale. I can select the vehicle or customer by first name, last name, customer number, any of the numbers associated with the customer. So I'm just going to select the vehicle that I know is in this database by license plate. I can see the plate on the vehicle, so I go ahead and I select it. It tells me there's other estimates. Today I'm just going to start a new estimate, so I don't need to see that. Here are some reminders that I have for that customer. In the event they were coming in for an appointment, I'd be able to review. But the customer states today that they have a noise in the front end on the serpentine belt, that I can hear it as I go out and I inspect the vehicle, and clearly it's a tensioner or a belt. So I can put a labor code, just a generic labor code, and I could put in replace serpentine belt. And I could say the time is going to be like 0.3 as an example, just so that I have a labor procedure to be able to schedule this. And then the customer asked me what the price would be for the parts. So I want to give them a range for this estimate to get an approval. So right here on the point of sale, in the second row, you can see my net value or auto value. I can click here and it's going to load their page. And I want to actually visit the site. So it'll load the site. Also on the top here, you can see the GemCar is running in the background, and we have the year, the make, the model, and the VIN. So we're pushing all of that detail directly to the website. So you don't even need to select the vehicle. If I go to and I select belts and cooling, if I had multiple options, you could select multiple jobs just by clicking here if you wanted to. It's kind of nice the way the website gives you the ability to, select multiple groups and then be able to display them all on one screen. So that if you're looking for brakes and maybe steering and suspension, you could select different categories at the same time. For my example today, I think you're probably familiar with this website more so than I. I just kind of want to show you how we work with them in our partnership. So if I put in the serpentine belt and I select and I say go, there's a go on the top and bottom of the page here, which is going to load the catalog, give me the ability to display the different options that would be available for this vehicle. I also like that in their website, same with exhaust, they have illustrations. You could basically just click to get the diagram and you could print this off. So you would have it for in case it broke or there was multiple options on the way the routing was, if it had dual batteries or dual alternators as an example. You can click those and print them in paper or leave them on the screen to actually route them. In this example, I'm just going to add it to the cart. And as you can see, when I click on add cart, I'm picking one with no availability, so I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to add this one to the cart, which is the main one. And now it's been added. So I could have multiple things that I could go back and maybe I have 2 trucks a day or 3 trucks a day. And a lot of the areas that they serve, they offer hotshot deliveries. But here I'm able to go in and I can review the pricing, the cost. And if I want to take a look at it, now that I have it in the cart, if I go to transfer it, I could actually transfer it to an order and hold on until I have multiple things that I want to get on the same truck. The other option is up here on the top left, I can actually capture the data and transfer it back into the GemCar. So if we have, let's say that I transfer this item and it carries over, when I go and I transfer, it's going to carry back the part number, the description, the list and the cost from what they had is provided. And if I wanted to review my margins and just make sure that my parts matrix was working, I could select the item, just kind of hover over it. And you can see here the cost is $21.72 and that the margin is calculated at 52.62% plus my additional margin. So if I didn't save that order, I just wanted to transfer it and have it go over, it would sit there. The other option is that you could add items to save to the cart and then go back to it later on. So if I have multiple steps that I wanted to have, I could say, hey, place and close the order, or I could save this order and close it. And then the next time I would add more items to this and more items to it. And I would just pick and choose what I wanted to transfer back for the quote that I'm actually working on. That way it cuts down a lot of my paperwork. I have just one invoice for maybe the delivery that comes at 11. So this gives you the ability to really control your workflow and how many invoices are coming into your business at one time to be able to manage where your inventory is at and what jobs it's going to be used for, as well as we include the order number here on the top that's going to tell you what order goes with that particular ticket when it comes in, so you can have multiple purchase orders on each order to be able to keep track of the orders as they come in.